The beauty of nature. And the wide open spaces of the West have been my primary focus for the last 20 of my 40 plus years of hunting. It always seemed like the farther I traveled, the more I subjected myself to, and the more I networked would somehow yield a greater reward, more opportunities and more and bigger animals. But the truth is, I only thought I appreciated and understood these adventures and opportunities. My new understanding of these things was about to come in a big way. Webster's describes it as a fundamental change in approach or underlying assumptions. This is mine. In the fall of 2013, I was 3 years into realizing my dream of producing an outdoor TV show, traveling around the country hunting as much as possible. Living the dream, right? That's when my paradigm shift occurred. In August, I was diagnosed with cancer, and suddenly hunting and everything surrounding it fell down my priority list. Family takes center stage, and those things that you think you wanted take on a new perspective. My stubbornness allowed me to find myself in Wyoming 2 weeks after my first treatment, trying to fight through something I knew in my heart would never be the same. Trust me, this isn't a sad story. It's about a revelation. It's about two things that encompass this hunt and every hunt from now on. Getting back to hunting for the right reasons, and a renewed appreciation for the land and places we're blessed to be able to visit and use. Unlike before, stepping foot in these places is as spiritual as anything I do. And having the chance to share it with my son Brooks and good friend Nick is a blessing I won't ever take for granted again. It may look like we're being lazy. This is our first morning, and we didn't turn up anything scouting sign-wise, not a single elk sighting, at least on ground that we're allowed to hunt. We saw a ton on private. Most of the edges of the private where it meets the public was stuff that was inaccessible. So we're just out here early listening, hoping we can hear a bugle, just keep moving along. Once we do, then we can suit up, pack up, and head out. But there's some big country out here. There's no point in just walking circles for 10 miles a day until we find something or some kind of sign. So it's absolutely gorgeous out here this morning. I'm loving this snow. The fact that there are millions of acres of this ground for us to utilize is astounding. And not that hunting public ground doesn't have its challenges. We always run into a few, but that's part of the process. Learn to enjoy the process, and every hunt is a success. I don't know how many miles it is. Right there in that saddle, the last snow, you look over it, yeah, all of them, that's all them alfalfa fields right there. I mean, that's the foothills right there, coming up out of that one section. I just don't think we'll get to it. And that one trail goes back. Now it's on.
Bunch of national forest right there, though.
Bunch of road systems through there too.
Yeah.
See, if we'd have come up, that's what I was wondering. If you couldn't get on
cut
top.
back.
When we come here and cut back and went down that road, if we'd have kept going,
It'd put us on top on the other side.
Yep. After a full day of scouting and a day of hunting, we still hadn't turned up any elk. It was time to burn some boot leather and see what we could kick up. Along with trying to keep up with these young guys, I wasn't having much success finding elk either. Neither seemed to mind, however. They were having a blast just being in the hunt. I'm pretty sure they get it as well. Got a reindeer I can borrow. We're gonna go as far back as we can go on this closed road. We've been hitting it pretty hard. We just can't seem to outwalk the people. Looks like all the elk are pushed off all this stuff. We have seen some sign back in this valley. We're gonna try to get around, get ahead of it, and see if any of them stop. Some have been coming into the public at night. We'll see if we can get all the way back to the edge and see. Doesn't look like it, but we are having fun. It's part of the game. Another long trek. According to the tracker on Brooks' onX Hunt app, I should be dead by now. On a positive note though, mountain chicken was now on the menu. We finally located some elk that are on ground that we can hunt. They're about a mile out here in a big sage flat for whatever reason. We've got a snowstorm coming in tonight, and we were seeing a lot of others on the way in here that were already out in the open. It's kind of mid-afternoon, but it's our last evening. We're going to try to put a move on them. It's the absolute worst place ever when they're wide open. We've got a few little terrain features. We're going to make a decision and do something, whether it's wrong or right or whatever. So, pretty good shaky. As it turned out, my mile turned into 2.5. The loop would take us an hour to get within 1,000 yards. We ran out of terrain to get any closer. Rolling the dice, but it's the last day, so I just can't see them coming downwind. I've been keeping an eye on that. The end of that point. They can go a lot lower than that, though. They may still be on there. It would be a waiting game to see if they would make a move before dark. Running out of time. We've got about an hour and a half. We've got a quarter to half mile this herd. We're just stuck in the wide open. We can't make a determination on which way they're going to go to try to cut them off. It's about the hardest thing we could do, but we don't have much choice left, so we're going to make a go at them one way or the other. Another 500 yards and the packs were dropped. We managed to sneak into the willows without being seen and the wind in our favor. We were finally in the game. Now we're having fun. Just me and you stay back. I'm gonna duck into this and call from behind him. He should circle downwind, so I'm gonna call from up here. If he tries to go downwind of us, he ought to fall right in his lap. "30 minutes of trying to cut him off and pick a fight only served to take more time off the clock. We lost track of Brooks's position and decided we had to go now. They were on the move, and it was now or never. We ran another quarter mile across an open flat, right into the herd. Just gonna try to push him to the field. That might. They're all looking at us now. I looked at my watch and had 10 minutes of legal shooting light left. No choice but to roll the dice. Holy crap. We started stalking 4 hours ago. Maybe more than that, actually. I can't get any more aggressive than that. I wouldn't do that except it's the last evening. I mean, we just ran them down. Literally ran them down. I mean, I got right in his bedroom there. My reed has been jacked up all day long, and I can't make a decent bugle. I'm gonna leave him till tomorrow. We might get one more crack in the morning, but that was wild. this morning. We've got to get out of town. Took us all week to find some public land elk. Several bulls got really close to making it happen last night. We're going to run in here, see what we can do. Unfortunately, there's a winter storm advisory. Even as low as we are down here, a lot of snow fell, so it's probably going to quiet them down, but we're going to see if we can't spot them, make a run on them one more time. The last minute field goal didn't happen, but that's okay. This isn't a football game. I used to play it like that, however. A win was a kill, and a no kill was a loss. I wasted many years hunting for the wrong reasons. Not anymore. Hell, I win the moment I step out of the truck. We all win when we get out and utilize the gift of these public lands. Appreciate it now. Don't wait on your own paradigm shift.